Ladies and gentlemen, my name is MakAdem. Yes, and what you see in front of me is an instrument from Kenya, East Africa. It's called Nyatiti. Yes, Nyatiti, Nyatiti. It's classified as a lyre. Yes, some say lyre, Lyre. I don't know how you pronounce it. And this is a classic instrument from Kenya, among the Luo people of Kenya. But the Nyatiti, or the lyre, is actually prominent in most of Eastern African countries: Ethiopia, South Sudan, Uganda, and north of Tanzania. And we also know that it's available in Egypt and probably some places in the Middle East. So it's quite a very, very age-old instrument. Among the Luo, it's an 8-stringed lyre, and it's so much part of the Luo culture. The Luos are people from west of Kenya. If you've ever heard of a great lake in Africa called Lake Victoria, of which Kenya shares, and Kenya is to the east of Lake Victoria, northeast. We have part of the lake is shared within Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda. And so to the southwest of Kenya is a community called the Luo people, and the Luo are very proud people, and the Luo are very musical. And Nyatiti is one of the genres of music among the Luo. Nyatiti is actually a genre of music as well as an instrument. And so what I'm playing is basically Nyatiti music with, of course, other influences. Like what I'm playing right now is a very coastal beat called chakacha. In the Caribbean, they call it sega. So this is not a traditional Luo rhythm, but I can be able to play it in the Nyatiti because basically my music is a contemporary style. I mix a lot, a fuse. Yeah, we are the top Afro-fusion artists out of East Africa. So if you're looking for Afro-fusion, don't look no further. Look for Nyatiti music, Nyatiti Tronic music, Nyatiti jars. Yeah. This instrument basically traditionally plays very, very fast tempo of music, and the musicians were a special group of people. There are those who are according to the Luo mythology or Luo culture, not really mythology. According to Luo culture, there were those who are naturals, and the naturals were those who got their skills of playing Nyatiti from the spirits. Yes, the Juogi, like we call them among the Luo people. So those were naturals, like Ramogi himself, the first Luo guy. He just woke up, made it, and played it. So the Luos believe there are those who are spiritually gifted to play the Nyatiti, and those are the real Nyatiti musicians. Jothum means the musicians. And then we have another category of Luo Nyatiti musicians, because this instrument is really respected traditionally among the Luo as the real musicians. They were those who were taught by their relatives, father to son. And if the father had to take one son to do it, it only took one. If the rest knew, they were not called Jothum. They were just players of music, but they were not Jothum. So they were not allowed to have the shakers in their legs, and because traditionally when you play the Nyatiti, you sit down on a very low heel stool. It's near the ground totally, and then you're a one-man band basically. So there's a shaker on your leg, and there's a metal ring on your toe which bangs on the lower bar of the Nyatiti. So the ones who are not selected are not allowed to have those additives. And also when you're resigning, or when you're retiring from music as a selected one, you remove that to indicate that now you've retired. So this was very, very respected. And then we have people who actually make the nyatiti. Those are also another category. They might be musicians, but most traditional they were not. They were just there and they knew how to make the nyatiti and hand it over to Jotham in a ceremony. And yeah, so it actually is something that was well in the culture, and it was a system basically. And I have a friend called Professor Everett Igobwa, who has done extensive research on that. And if you really want to know a lot about the nyatiti, how it was made, how it was played, the teachings, the culture, how it was used sometimes in disseminating medicines, because they made a miniature one for disseminating medicine. You could read Professor Everett Igobwa's thesis when he was from the University of New York in Canada. Yeah. I'm not sure if the University of New York in Canada or the University of Toronto something, but it's a university in Canada. So, but just keep the name in mind, Professor Igobwa, or Professor Everett Igobwa. When you check that thesis, you be the man, you be the woman, you be that person who really knows what nyatiti is all about. Yeah. There are several other instruments that look like nyatiti in Kenya. We have a 10-string dobokano. We have ilitungu next door. It's 6-stringed. And so many others in the west of Kenya that actually resemble the nyatiti. Yeah. And I'm sorry to say, but nyatiti is kind of a dying tradition. It's kind of a dying genre of music. It's kind of a dying instrument because we all know that if young people are not interested in something, then there's a future problem with that thing. So we have a future problem with nyatiti. Yes. As much as I'm trying to promote it so much, doing nyatiti jazz, doing nyatiti tronic, Afro fusion, but I'm afraid to say the young people are not embracing it so much, are not embracing to play it, and that is a problem. Ahora oro, en ahora oro, ahora oro, ya ahora oro, ora oro, en ahora oro, ahora oro, ya ahora oro, banu piende, banu piende, banu piende, banu piende. Onyolore Othieno, she was born late in the night. Her mother was a proud woman, she walked. Her father was a tough man, he walked. She said, he said, I want my daughter. He said, she said, you go up to be a actor. She said, he said, I want my daughter. He said, she said, you go up to be a actor. Boro went to school in the village, Boro nursery school, Boro primary school in the village, Boro secondary school. Boro went to the city, Nairobi University School. Banu piende, banu piende, banu piende, Tero banu piende, banu piende, banu piende, banu piende, Tero banu piende. Ahora oro. En ahora oro, ahora oro, ya ahora oro, ahora oro, en ahora oro, ahora oro, ya ahora oro. Pero banu piende, to banu piende, wololo wololo wololo.